Hi, welcome Movie Recaps Circle. Today I will recap A Damaged Movie, is a 1992 drama, romance film, where he has an illicit relationship with his son's girlfriend. After that his life changed completely. So the story begins with a man named Stephen, who was first a doctor, then entered politics. And now he has become a cabinet minister. Stephen lives happily with his wife Ingrid, youngest daughter Sally, and son Martin. Her son Martin is a young journalist who works from outside his home. Stephen is then seen at a party, where Stephen is introduced to a girl named Anna, who was Anna Martin's girlfriend. Anna introduces herself to Stephen. The two start talking, and as can be seen here, they are attracted to each other at the first sight. The two look at each other differently. Stephen could not concentrate on the party after talking to Anna. Anna was in the same situation. After a while, Martin comes home with Anna for lunch. And Anna introduces herself to her family. Here Stephen and Anna behave as if they are seeing each other for the first time. There was a strange silence between Anna and Stephen throughout lunchtime. It was clear from their looks that they were surrounding each other with sexual attention. Stephen's wife Ingrid's Anna doesn't like it that way. Anna felt strange with Ingrid, because Anna was not talking to anyone like that. A few days later, Anna calls Stephen and gives him an address. Stephen arrives at that address. There the two look at each other. And Stephen says nothing and goes closer to Anna, and the two of them get involved in a sexual relationship. Seeing the two, it seems that they are restless to bridge the distance between each other. Even though Anna is Stephen's son's girlfriend, she can't stop herself from becoming intimate with Anna. Then one day Martin comes to Stephen's office and says there is good news, and that is that Martin has been promoted to editor. Stephen is very happy to hear this. And happily they go out to dinner with the whole family. And there Martin also invites Anna. Martin's grandfather also comes there. Martin's grandfoot likes Anna very much. During dinner, Ingrid asks Anna some questions about her family. Anna said her father was also a diplomat, so they had to move to different places. Anna also had a boyfriend. Anna broke up with him 3 years ago. From then on he started living in London. Ingrid then wants to know about Anna's family member. Anna says she had a younger brother, but she committed suicide at the age of 16. Ingrid says, but why did he do that? Because of love, Anna said. Martin realizes that the conversation between his mother and Anna is going to be a bit embarrassing, so he leaves under the pretext of his work and says he has some work to do. So he takes Anna home and then goes to the office. Stephen also left with the excuse of his work. And Martin and Anna follow the car and Anna goes home with them. After Martin leaves, Stephen goes to Anna. Stephen tells Anna that we have to do something. Because at dinner, I wanted to get close to you, to touch you and to love you so much. Then Anna said, don't worry. I am always with you. The two then re-engaged in a sexual relationship with each other. After being intimate, Anna tells Stephen about her brother. Because of my father's work, we had to move from place to place, he says. So my brother and I were in each other's worlds. But as time went on my brother became very positive about me, and he wanted to get me. And he gave his life for love and he loved me. He added that after the death of his brother, he was completely broken, then it took him a long time to rebuild himself. Anna says the damaged guy is a lot scarier. It takes a long time for them to move on with their lives in new ways. Stephen then asks Anna to go to a conference with him. Anna forbids Stephen. And I promised Martin that I would spend the weekend with him. And let what is going on between us now go on like this. There is no need to change anything outside of this. Stephen then learns from his wife that Martin and Anna have gone to Paris. When Stephen goes to his conference, only Anna's thoughts are running through his head. He can't focus on the conference at all. Stephen was so desperate for Anna that he went straight to Paris to meet Anna without thinking after the conference. Arriving there, Stephen called Anna and asked her to come to the front of a church. Anna left Martin asleep and went to see Stephen. There they continue to kiss each other passionately. And Stephen says, I love you so much. I don't want to hide my eyes from you even for a moment. Anna says Martin is still asleep. He will get up and look for me, so I have to go. With that, Anna left. Stephen then booked a room for himself at the hotel where Anna and Martin were staying. And Stephen always kept an eye on Anna and Martin from his room. And seeing the two of them get intimate through the window, Stephen feels very bad, and he lies in bed and cries like a baby. Then one day Stephen calls Anna to a park. Stephen wanted to talk to Anna there. But Anne didn't like it at all because she didn't want to have a sexual relationship with Stephen. But Stephen's obsession with Anna grew so much that he was ready to do anything. Stephen tells Anna, "I just want to be with you, and that's why I can leave my wife." Anna says, "But what about your son then? Your son will hate you for life. And you want to be with me, you can be with me, you can have breakfast, you can spend time, you can get all this from your wife. And you are trying to get what you already have. And by marrying your son, I will always be around you, so let everything go as it is. This will be good for everyone." Then one day when Stephen goes to Anna's house to meet her, a man named Peter arrives. She was Anne's ex's boyfriend, and they were childhood friends. Stephen is jealous when he sees Peter there, and he leaves. Then when Peter leaves, Stephen comes to Anna again and asks about Peter. "Peter was my first boyfriend," she said. "And he is a part of my life that I will never forget." One day Anna goes on a date with Peter. And as Anna gets home, Peter starts kissing Anna inside the car, and the scene is seen by Anna's brother. When Anna comes home, her brother says to her, "Are you going to date her like this now? I'm not one of you. I don't care." Anna slammed the door without saying anything. Anna's brother stands outside the door and apologizes to Anna for 2 to 3 hours, but Anna does not open the door. The next morning Anna woke up and saw that her brother had committed suicide. Then Anna was very broken. And Peter was by Anna's side during that time of grief. And Anna was intimate with Peter for the first time. On hearing this, Stephen began to feel sorry for Anna. And Stephen suffers a lot more. The next day is Ingrid's birthday. Ingrid goes to his father's house with his whole family to celebrate his birthday. There Martin also invites Anna, which Ingrid doesn't like at all. Grandpa said they used to come here often. "I used to come here as a child and I haven't missed anything since I was little, it's true. But I've always felt a strange emptiness in my family," says Martin. Martin blames his father, Stephen, and says his father never paid attention to his family. The next day, when everyone was having lunch, Martin said that Anna had said yes to marrying him. Grandpa was very happy to hear this, but Stephen and Ingrid were not happy at all. Especially Stephen, who couldn't stand anyone else next to Anna. We then see Stephen and Martin, where Martin apologizes to Stephen for his last night's use. "It doesn't matter," says Stephen. She wants to know more about when Martin proposed to Anna. And Anaki said yes to marriage in one word. "I proposed to her a few days ago," says Martin. "In fact, when Anna is by my side I forget all my sorrows." She sees a strange sadness in Anna, which makes Martin more attracted to Anna. He knows he will marry Anna and give her a beautiful life. Everything Martin said sounded like Stephen's cut. And he was pretending to be happy. After everyone had fallen asleep at night, Stephen quietly went to Anna's room, where they became intimate again. But as Stephen was leaving the room, Stephen's daughter, Sally, saw him. The next day Stephen explains to Sally, "Since Anna and I don't like your mother as Martin's wife, I went to talk to Anna about it." On hearing this, Sally left Stephen without saying good night. In the next scene we see Anna's mother, who comes to visit Martin and his family. And he likes Martin a lot. He added that he is very excited about the marriage of Anna and Martin. Usually Anna's choice is not good at all. But thanks God, Martin is not like that. Ingrid's words seem strange to Anna's mother. He goes on to say that Martin and Anne's brothers look almost identical, and it seems strange to everyone. So Anna gets angry and tells her mother. And he is very upset to think that he has unknowingly ruined the environment here. Then Stephen goes to pick up Anna's mother at the hotel, and Anna's mother says, "Anna is very happy these days, and she never wants a third person to come and ruin it." Stephen asks him, "What does he mean?" He says, Stephen knows very well what he means, because at lunchtime he noticed that Stephen and Anne couldn't look him in the eye. And so stop what is going on between you here, or the situation will get worse! After this scene, we find out that Anna's mother knew everything about the relationship between Anna and Stephen. After Anna's mother leaves, Stephen calls Anna and says that we need to stop what is going on between us. And it's good for you and Martin's future. Stephen then goes straight to Martin's office, and when he sees a picture of himself, Martin and Anna on Martin's desk, Martin comes in and says, "You can keep this picture with you if you want." Stephen apologizes to Martin and says, "You think right about me. I've never paid attention to you and my family. I've always thought I could control everything. But you're not like that and you understand your sense of responsibility. And that's why I'm proud of you. Then we see Stephen in a depressed state. That night he stayed in his office. Meanwhile there was a party in the house, from where his wife called him. Stephen tells Martin that he is doing something with his colleague, so he can't come to the party. Ingrid realizes that he is lying because all of Stephen's colleagues were having fun at the house party. We later learned that Stephen had been promoted to the post of Minister of Health. But Stephen was still not happy. Ingrid sees him in this state, asks the reason for his grief. Stephen says he doesn't even know what's going on with him. Ingrid became obsessed with Stephen and left. Friends, Stephen was so mad to get Anna, so desperate that he agreed to leave the whole family, in addition to his ministerial post, to get Anna. Then one day when Stephen is in the office, a parcel arrives. After opening it, Stephen receives a key and an address, which Anna sends him. In fact, Anna wanted to continue her sexual relationship with Stephen, so she bought a new apartment, where they could be intimate with each other without any restrictions. Then one day Martin brings Anna to his house, where Anna finds Stephen alone and tells him, if she wanted to close everything between herself and Stephen, she would never want to marry Martin. She just wants to continue everything with Stephen like this. As soon as Martin and Anna leave, Stephen moves into the new apartment where Anna was waiting for Stephen. The two of them were so mad to satisfy their body hunger that they didn't notice the key was still on the door. The two of them go into the room and passively become intimate with each other. Then all of a sudden we see Martin at the bottom of the building, who came here looking for Anna. He goes to the other room and sees the key on the door. He hears some noise from inside. So he opens the door with hazy tet and goes inside, and what he sees, then the ground moves from under his feet. Martin can't believe his eyes when he sees his father with his girlfriend. Stephen tries to convince him, but Martin angrily leaves. With such a big shock, Martin doesn't notice his back, and suddenly he goes from top to bottom. And his friends died there. Stephen went to Martin without clothes, hugged him, and started crying. Then the police came there. And since Stephen was a minister, this incident of Stephen spread like wildfire everywhere. And Stephen became notorious in the media. Anna is deeply saddened by Martin's death. Then he quietly left the room and went somewhere. When Stephen comes home that night, he sees Ingrid in a very bad condition. She says she can't stand the pain, so she hurts herself. He also said that Martin and Anna did not know about the new apartment. Martin goes there after the owner of the apartment calls. If Martin didn't know this, you would be fooling the two of us. He hurled insults at Stephen and said, "You should have died instead of my son." The same day, the day this illicit relationship between the two of you began. She cries a lot over Martin's name. Stephen then put him to sleep with some medicine. When he woke up the next morning, Stephen was in front of him. Ingrid asks, "Have you ever really loved me?" Stephen had no answer to this question. "It would have been nice if we had never met," says Ingrid. Stephen then resigned from his ministry. "And last time I went to see Anna." Stephen is told by Anna's mother that Anna is not at home, he has gone to Peter. Stephen gets out of there and then he realizes that Anna's mother is lying, but Anna is at home. Stephen then goes to Anna's room to meet Anna, but Anna doesn't want to talk to Stephen, so Stephen gets upset and leaves. It is then seen in scenes a few years later in the movie, where Stephen is seen, he leaves everything and shifts to a small town, living a normal life there. He says there is nothing more precious in this world than love. But now he is very much alone. And he always misses his son and Anna. We see that he has enlarged the picture given by Martin on the wall. He spends most of his time looking at that picture. Stephen says he last saw Anna at the airport with Peter. She had a baby in her arms. Anna forgot everything and moved on in her life. She thought Anna was not like the rest of the girls, but she was wrong. Anna is like the rest of the girls. And with that the movie ends. So this was the story of the damaged movie. In fact, Stephen still loved his attraction to Anne. But he forgot that there is a rule for everything in this world. Everything outside the limits can harm us. And whether it is love or something else. Stephen goes on to have fun in his life, ending up with his whole tidy family. But now he is alone, and maybe in the future he will be alone. I hope you like our explanation.